Hi, Amber.
Hi,
From
my love.
Glamber, aka Amber from My Life. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Woo! My brain isn't firing all cylinders at the minute.
Brain
but
isn't
we'll
braining
get there.
today.
It isn't, but we will get there.
It's Friday. It's the end of the week.
I get that. Knocks the microphone. I do get that, but it'd just be nice to come together, appropriately. What's been happening, babe?
In response to that, I don't think we're ever going to be able to come together appropriately. To be fair, just because we're not very appropriate people. I'm definitely not.
Oh, well.
You are. You're more appropriate than what I am.
I think it depends. You just got to catch me in the right moments.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm definitely not appropriate.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We are who we are, okay?
Exactly.
And this is how we were made, and you just love us because of that very simple fact.
Yes.
We can't all be the same. That's just boring. I mean, duh. Who wants that? No one. But yeah, so I'm glad that you're here today.
Me too.
This is kind of almost like a weird check-in. This should probably be a phone call, but here we are doing it on a podcast instead. I want to see how you're doing. It's been ages. And also, we are approaching approximately kind of a year since you and I first spoke on the podcast, because I remember our conversation partly consisted of just the business, how it was going.
Yeah.
You were just about to launch the web element of it.
I was.
You were trying to figure out some bits and pieces there, but that was what was coming up. Yeah. So fast forward 11 months, I would say, 10, 11 months now. Yeah. What's going on with Glamber?
Can I just say, it feels like...
Yeah.
Just yesterday I was here talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was reflecting on that this morning, on my way in.
Yeah.
And thinking how far not only the business has come, how far the podcast has come, but also how far I have come. I was thinking about some of the conversations that we were having about, I don't really understand social media so well.
Oh my God.
How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you approach people? Now I'm just like, oops, the mic. Like, do you want to collab?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, it's just it's been a year, and the learning that I've done in a year has been unmatched. It's been wild, and it's
amazing.
Hands down been my favorite part.
Oh, yeah? Okay, great.
Like, learning new skills, picking things up, making mistakes, but getting better at what you're doing, getting quicker at it, knowing where you need to outsource, knowing, what your audience wants, and just having fun with it and not taking it too it is serious.
Yes.
This is my livelihood.
Yeah.
This is honestly my dream.
Oh, I love that.
Unbeknown to me, really. Right?
Go on, you finish your piece.
I always knew that I was going to go into business. I always knew that I wanted to be my own boss.
Yeah.
I always knew that if I'm going to work this hard, it's definitely not to fill someone else's pockets. I'm filling my own.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
I knew that. But I didn't know what it was that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And being like a pioneer in this kind of new generation of thinking when it comes to South Asian fashion.
Yeah.
Has been... Oh my God, I love it.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm a self-employed creative. So I want all my friends to be self-employed creatives because there's so much fun when it comes to working for yourself. I also understand fun and play is a big part of what I do, especially when it comes to acting, for sure. But I also but it's also work, and I love my work. So it's like, if I can do this, I want all my friends to have the same level of joy and fun and adventure in what they do. So I'm so happy that you're in this space. Like, I don't have to wait until 5 o'clock to meet you for a drink or like whatever the typical corporate structure is. You're no longer in that space. Being a self-employed person, you work 24/7. There is no real let up unless you book that in, which you must remember to do. But
you're
I'm
always
so
thinking about it.
Of course, right? It never leaves you. But I'm so glad that you're in this space of creation, and creativity. Because yes, it's a business. Yes, it's centered around fashion. And yes, it's centered around specifically South Asian fashion, but there's still so much joy and fun to be had. So when I'm watching your stories, what I'm really loving so much is that you're meeting all these new people in this new space, and there's this passion and this love for what you are all doing.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the collaborations coming together. And I noticed the ad that you had with Athena was in it, and so was your nephew.
Rishi.
Rishi was in it. And I was like, I love that that's happened. And then I love that your sisters are now being more present in it or being more visual about it. So I'm like, okay, we're now stepping into more of like a family thing. I like watching all of this. It fills me with such joy and such pride. Like, I'm just like, I love that. I also get that we may not get to play as much as I would want, bearing in mind I'm like, I want all my friends to play. I get it, but it is so amazing to watch. Like, I can't stress that enough. Genuinely, I can't. And as you said, from coming from the space of, okay, all the kids are helping move my social media, like, what is this TikTok thing or what is this thing? And you are literally just like smashing it out. It is inspirational to me when I'm in spaces of like, oh my gosh, my socials isn't up here, I'm not doing this, or I'm behind on certain stuff. It just reminds me that, you know what, just take your time, figure your shit out. That's what Amber did, that's what she's doing. We're always going to be forever doing that. So it's been such a joy to watch. So to fast forward to, like I said, 10 or 11 months later, and it's in such a place of growth and it's still growing. That is just like hands down the best news that I can have. Yeah, like for real. So I'm glad that you're loving it.
It's one. I mean, all of my life, I'm very lucky, very blessed, very happy. But this part, because it's really mine and mine alone, and it is like my third baby, and I find so much joy in it. So much joy in, I mean, the highs are really high and then the lows are really lows. Yeah. And it is very similar, I think, to motherhood. We're coming back, obviously, to this podcast. It is quite similar to how motherhood is. Like, you can have, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
You know, true. And you're always second guessing yourself, always second guessing whether you're making the right decisions or that was the right thing to do. Or, you know, should I maximize on this? Should I try this again? Yeah. Actually, it didn't work this time again. Yeah. It's very similar to motherhood. Yeah. But it's just it's the business has been going so well. I'm so proud that I'm able to create a community, and I'm building a community as well of like-minded people who just share my passion for it and who resonate with what I'm saying. Yeah. And honestly, it's my fucking dream, man. Fucking dream. I love it.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear.
You're so right, though. Like, it's about work hard, play hard. And I've always been the kind of person that, work hard, but play even harder. Yeah, okay? Yeah. So otherwise, what are you doing it for? Yeah. You're not going to take it away with you. Yeah. You've got to enjoy things in life and take the time out to do all of those bits. But one thing I underestimated, I think, was I left the corporate world to explore, this avenue and work for myself. I left that 9 to 5 to work fucking 9 till 12, 1, 2 in the morning. Like it's you work even harder now because you're doing it for you.
And you're building from the ground up.
And you're building from the ground up.
Completely.
But I love that. Shall I tell you why? Because when this explodes, right? And it's gonna
obviously.
I feel like no one's gonna be able to bullshit me.
How do you mean in terms of?
Because I know everything. Because I know my business. Okay, I know the platform. I know the ins and outs of it. Yeah. I know socials. I know my marketing. I know, my ops. I know how because I've done it because it's mine. Yeah. So I feel like, you can't bullshit, guys.
There you go. And that's the gorgeous thing about knowledge. You can't take it away from me.
No, exactly. Exactly.
I can just sharpen it. I can hone it some more, etc. But you cannot take it away from me.
Exactly. Yeah. Knowledge is power,
as they say, and it's true.
Power, and it's key. To sort of everything. Yeah. And very all aspects of your life as well.
I agree.
So the business is going fantastic. Thank you for asking, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. How are you managing it with 2 kids? Bearing in mind, I know oftentimes this podcast centers around the woman or centers around the mother, the main caregiver, and their children. I don't often pull too far into the fathers or the co-parents, how that's going. But so I'm going to try and remain true to that. But how are you finding that with you? Because you are also in building phase, right? How are you balancing that?
It takes fine tuning.
Okay.
And you've got to constantly change and adapt. And I have figured out the days when I'm most productive. Okay. The times when I'm most productive.
Nice.
In all honesty, I've and rightly so as well. I've got an extremely supportive partner.
Yeah, nice.
Like, I sacrifice time with him, he sacrifices time with me. So when the girls go down at night, when we put them down for bed, that's when I start work.
Yeah.
And so whether that's 7:30 to 9, it's getting later and later, the more busier that I'm getting. But yeah, we sacrifice time. But we've both got that vision. And he's, like I say, he's very supportive of my vision and my dreams and what I want to achieve, as I am with him, you know, in terms of his work and what he wants to get done.
Yeah.
We both have that mutual understanding of what needs to be done at this point.
Okay.
Balancing it, I'm going to level with you. I don't think I've got it nailed in terms of how I don't think you're ever going to really find your equilibrium, find your center, because things are always changing.
Yep.
The plates are always moving, right? So you've just got to kind of move and shift with them.
Yeah.
And it's just, you've just got to give yourself space, and you've got to give yourself time, and you've got to give yourself a break.
Yeah.
I am my own worst enemy when it comes to this stuff.
Of course.
I have a social media content plan that I need to achieve, but that means I've got to create the content, edit the content, put it up. I've got to do all of the marketing. I've got to do all of these different elements, as well as being a mum, a wife, someone who does the admin of the house. We're trying to move.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
So we've got a house move thrown in the mix as well. My eldest is going to school next year, so we've got to find fucking schools for her.
Yeah.
There's so much, but I'm constantly prioritizing things, and I was quite an organized person in the past.
I wouldn't say you're an organized person. Not even quite. You were organized.
I'm next level now.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be on the calendar, in the diary.
Yeah.
I need to know certain things so I can plan.
Yeah.
And I can figure things out.
How do you do? What calendar? Do you have a physical calendar?
Yeah, we're very old school on the fridge.
Sorry, I love it. I really want one. We just need to figure out which one we're going to get in the space. But I wasn't sure if you're more digital in that regard or a physical one. Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's I'm old school like that. I've still got a diary.
Yeah, ditto.
You know,
I love writing.
I've got like, you know, planner stuff for my work, for my personal life.
Yeah.
I still write notes down.
Yeah.
I've got stuff everywhere. I use a combi of both. But in terms of us as a family, yes, it is a physical calendar on the fridge.
Yeah.
And like my husband, Ramnik is not, I think maybe before he met me, he wasn't very fantastic at planning or what's the plan or what's going on here. But because it's when there's so much going on, I'm down in London more than I am at home half the time. Like every other week I'm down in London. Yeah. It can be like ships passing through the night with us. So having something which is like physically there, where I always add to it, and then he's adding to it. I'm thinking like, what have you going on Thursday night, babes? You know, going on, my mate, it's lovely. And it's good to know, because then we can plan. And then if there's something on there, it's not in your head. Because often what you find is that there's so much in your head. Yes. And you think you've told that person, and even when you told that person, they might not be listening at that time.
Yeah, not on properly. Yep.
You know, and because it is overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got a physical calendar on our fridge, very old school, and I'm here for it.
Love it.
I'll continue to do that. I love it.
I feel like I want one, but I want it on the wall. I want a massive fuck off one where it's clear, but I just need to know what room that's going and what space that's going into. But anyway, I'm here for it. But okay, good to hear or have a better understanding as to how you are balancing as best as you can. It's just, as I said, because it's something that's you're building, it's difficult. Like so it's just I guess trying to understand that. I think whenever I'm thinking of what I'm like with the podcast and how it's going and where I want it to go and what I need to do, what I need to shift and change. Like I'm in a space where I need to have work days. That's what I really need to implement. And I feel like I'm struggling to pick a day because things change so much one, and then also Max's schedule with how he works is actually quite easy to work around, to be honest with you. But I feel like there's something for me that's not quite connecting, where I'm dragging my feet a bit. It's like, I don't know why I don't want to, let me just pick a goddamn day. I think it's because I want to fit in the gym. I want to have podcast days. I want to make sure I've got my acting days. I want to make sure I'm with my baby forever and always, which again is how you're going to balance that. Then time for me and my partner. Like, it's also trying to understand what that looks like. And I think it feels like I'm refusing to pick a lane unnecessarily. But it's like, okay, cool. But then, keep burning both ends of the candle and let me know how that works out. So I need to reinforce and rethink the structure that I've got.
See, I've got that. So I've got 2 days when the girls are at nursery.
Yeah, of course. Are they in nursery whole day? Or?
Yeah, full days.
Okay,
so like 7:30 to 6, you can...
Wow.
7:15, we're out the door. No, I'm joking, we're not.
How are you finding
always
that?
Late.
Oh,
what? Them being a nursery?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I need that time.
Yeah.
And I need that time to work. So one day is usually like a content day.
Yeah.
And the other day is then all my strategy.
Mm-mm.
And like my marketing and all the kind of like admin tasks that I need to do. Yeah. Like my big pieces I save for those days. And then I plan sort of like my tasks for the week.
Yeah.
Either before they wake up, which never happens because they always wake up before me. So it's usually the evenings.
Got you.
Right, or in between, like when I can do things when, the girls are in the room playing, so I can quickly just do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
I know I've got light tasks to do that day.
Yeah.
But one thing I've noticed and that I have to do is that when I'm with them on the days that they're not at nursery, so when they're at home, I've got to be present. Yeah. And I've got to actively say, no, Amber, you're not doing these tasks on these days because it takes up too much of your time and thinking time. Then you get stressed out and then you take it out on the kids. Yeah. And that isn't fair. Yeah. So I've made a very conscious decision to, on the days when I'm with the girls, I am there and I'm with them. Work can kind of not be put aside, but it can wait. It can wait, and I can do lighter tasks during the day that don't really require a lot. That, in all honesty, you can sit on the toilet and do.
Yeah, I get that.
Right? Do you know?
I get it.
I mean, like, even though I sit on the toilet, my kids still walk in.
Listen to me and Zena, it's our time. I'm like, oh, babe, okay. I've actually got this, I got a picture thing, because Max does the same thing as well. Max has been doing this before Zena came in. I was like, no, I refuse to be that couple where we're out here in the loo just having chats forever. Like, no. Max has been like, that is going to be my absolute mission to make sure we're that couple. It infuriates me. So now Zena comes in, Mummy, is Zena coming?
Yeah.
So she comes in, and the thing is, if she feels like I'm going to be a while, she'll bring her toys in there with me.
Yeah.
So she'll be doing her own thing. So there was one moment where she was in and he came in. I was like, oh my God.
Get out.
Literally.
Get out.
Refusing. So I ended up taking pictures. So now I've got this picture that I want to get blown up and framed. It's me on the loo. Literally, my pants are down, whatever. My kid's on my lap. And Max is in there. Selfie mode. I'm so livid, but it just literally encapsulates like what life is like right now. And it's a gorgeous memory, I guess. But God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, even the loo isn't a sacred space.
Oh, no. I lock the toilet, and I think I actually maybe I mentioned this on one of the other sessions that we had, that my husband taught Athena how to unlock it from the outside. Yeah, he fucking did. So I don't even know where I'm supposed to go in my house anymore to get like a second. I can't, because Athena can now open the stair gates and just bowl up.
Yeah.
She can open the door, and now and Aria, the youngest, she can unlock the door to the loo. Yeah. They've unlocked the front door.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Fucking feral.
No. What? How did you discover that, and what happened?
It was actually Ramneek that told me. He was like, that Aria can open the front door. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, she unlocked it and then opened the door. I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay. He's like, so we need to make sure that we put the top chain on.
The chain on now as well, yeah.
I was like, you're the one that goes out every 20 minutes, not me.
I never go out. I'm at home. My thing is, I call it new levels. I just go, new level has been activated.
Yeah, activated, yeah.
New levels activated. Drives me, again, amazing. And, oh my God, they can do that. No, wait, okay, that means they can do that. That's the constant state of it all. You had mentioned tantrums to me. How's that going, babe?
My own tantrums.
And I wanted to understand what that looks like. Because Zena's big tantrum right now is, Zena, don't do that. You can't do that. She puts her hands to her head. She just looks at you.
That's it.
When she wants to soup it up a bit more, you can't do this, you can't do that. She then...
On the floor, on the floor.
No. Oh. Just puts her hands on the floor. So she's gone into like a cat pose, if you want to use a yoga reference. She just freezes there. That's it.
Did she make a sound?
Nope. That's the tantrum. And I'm like, this is fantastic. It might change. It really might change as she gets older.
No wonder you're so fucking chilled out.
But she literally is hands on the head and she just looks at you. That's it. Or hands on the floor. like in a kneeling sort of position, but hands on the floor on all fours, and just stays there. And then that's it.
Did your mum ever, like, growing up,
right,
like, say to you, where did I go wrong?
Oh.
Because I feel like that's an older generation thing to say.
My mum is more, what does she say? Sorry, I feel like it's all classic Ghanaian things like, you must think I'm stupid. You must think I'm stupid for you to go and do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or like, almost like, what's wrong with you? Are you stupid? Yeah. Why would you go and do da-da-da? So it's never like, where did I go wrong? Or what did I do?
I love your mum.
It's like, why are you like this? Why do you do this? Do you think I'm stupid?
That's
why
so funny, because that's so mum.
That. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is like a woe is me. Why don't my kids love me? There might be an element of like, no, my kids don't, blah, 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 blah. They don't respect. They don't do this. They don't do this, blah, blah. But it's never, where did I go wrong? I might need to check with a sibling, but it's never that.
I feel like it's like an Indian thing, like, where did we go wrong? And I've always said to, like, my mum, like, what on earth are you on about? Like, what do you mean, where did you go wrong? Where did you go wrong, right? But since having, like this, the new phase that I'm in with my children, me and Nicola often sit there at night, right? And we're like, have we done something wrong?
Did you really?
Have we done something wrong here? Because
genuinely,
they're fucking mental. I'm not sure why they're mental.
But mental health. But the thing is, based on what both of your personalities are like, I always knew that your kids are going to be loud. They're going to be bold. No, we're filming. We can see, right? I'm joking.
Sorry.
No. They're going to be loud. They're going to be bold. And they're going to be chatty. They're characters, that makes sense. And that's a bit of a vague thing, but they're characterful children. Do you know what I mean? That's what I always expected. So I'm not surprised, but go on. What did you not see coming?
Like, look, I love the loudness. I love the chattiness. I love, like, Athena's personality is mine, right? She's mama through and through. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's, like, super kind. She just talks constantly. She wakes up in the morning and she says, right, guys, what's the plans today?
No.
And I love that because that's me. So what we're doing today? Like, at the weekends, she's like, are we going for a pub lunch? Right? She'll, like, say these things. She's so cute. Yeah. She'll say these things. Like I say, and she doesn't stop. And I know that I'm like that. Like, I don't stop either. Right? And although she looks like her dad, like I said, her personality is mine. But then the youngest, like, she looks exactly like me. Yeah. She's the cutest fucking button in the world. Honestly, she's with her curly hair. She's just, oh my God, adorbs, right? But she's a fucking firecracker. The second borns, I never really, when people used to say, oh yeah, what's up with the second borns? What's up with the second borns? Like, what are you people on about? Until the second born was doing her thing as a second. There are no rules with her. Like, we said it from when she was very young. If she could literally do this and put her middle finger up, she would. She's a law unto herself. No one can say no. Her tantrums are just next level elevate.
What are they like? What does she do?
Loses her shit. It's almost like she goes black. She goes dark. She can't see anything. Yeah. So she will kick, scream, bite, punch, pinch. Really? She's fucking violent, man.
I can't. Sorry, because to me, however I see her, she's a cherub.
I know.
So adorable, giggles.
I worry about her. I worry about her in the future. I worry about people around her in the future. I worry about, like, potential partners in the future because she's gonna get away with fucking murder. Because she's got such a cute face. Yeah, she's just adorable.
Literally adorable. That the FaceTime the other day,
like an angel.
She's cute. She's sweet.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah. Like, her way or literally no way, and everyone, she will burn everything down to the ground.
Where do you think she picked that up from?
Her father.
Oh.
Defo not me. Definitely not me. But she's more of an introvert, I think.
Okay.
Than what Athena is. Athena is like, love the party. Yeah, I'm here, guys, blah, blah, blah. Aria's more, I'm cool, man.
Okay.
Like, it's cool.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, all right. Like, and I'll play with you for a bit, but you're pissing me off. You're boring me now.
Yeah.
And That's her dad.
Okay.
Her dad's quite like that.
Okay.
Like if she doesn't have to talk, she won't.
Okay, fair enough.
Right? And if she doesn't have to get involved, she won't. She's quite cool doing her own thing. So like we just came back from holiday.
Oh yes, my gosh. How was that?
This is literally like this my children. The only way that I can is with this example. We're in the pool.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like the kiddies pool. And so Athena's made friends.
Cool.
Right?
Of course.
Aria's still like, no, mama, or da. So we're obviously in there with it. And I mean, then when she gets a little bit comfortable, she goes, she does her thing, she's playing. But after a while, she's like, nah, fuck off, I'm going. Yeah. She finds her own toys to play with and whatever, right? Athena's found a friend now. So they're playing like Spider-Man and Elsa from Frozen. So like he's like, psh, psh, whatever,
As he does, yes.
Right? And Aria's like, freeze your heart.
Oh, I love this.
It's so fucking cute. It's the most adorable thing, right? I mean, I think Athena would probably ditch us as a family and just try and move in with them or move in with another family.
Got it.
But so they're doing this thing, and then Aria's trying to kind of getting involved, just to be like, oh yeah, psh, whatever, right? Yeah. Anyway, so Athena's walked off somewhere, and this boy, I'm sitting in the pool, and this boy comes up and he's like, psh, psh, the Spider-Man thing to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, like that, obviously pretending, I was like, all I see is Aria come from almost behind me, We're in the pool. She comes from behind me, bowling over. She pushes the kid over. No, my mama.
Oh, possessive.
Does not give 0 Fs, man.
I love that.
And I love that about her because that I'm quite like that. Like, no one messes with my family, no one messes with my own. Like, I'll come for you. I don't care how big you want, whatever you are. That's mine. I actually had another mum, like, in the resort, come up to me. She's like, I just saw what your daughter did. I was like, oh yeah. And she was like, I think it's fucking hilarious. She's like, I love that. She's like, I love that she's done that. I was like, yeah. She's like, she knows what she wants. She don't give a shit. She's like, not having anyone come near you. But that's what it is. Like, Athena will be like more just chilling. Aria is the big boss.
I guess no nonsense. I suppose to an extent.
But her tantrums are outrageous for a 2-year-old, and I've always put it down to her, because Athena did have some tantrums as well. I mean, she continues to have
big
them,
ones, or as
not as bad as what Aria has. Like Athena's tantrums were, if I said no, she can't have this, she'd get a little bit upset or whatever. She'd throw her plate off the table. Athena done a lot of that throwing food and throwing stuff, whereas Aria just gets a little bit violent. She gets like really angry, big tears on the floor, wailing, going. And so we just kind of give in.
I get it.
So I think she's kind of learned.
She knows what to do now.
She knows what to do.
If I keep going,
they'll just give it. And she screams and she just goes. She works herself up when she cries, and it's hard to bring her back down from that. Okay. So it's hard to know as a parent what to do in that situation.
I get it. And is she like that? As I hit the microphone, is she like that anywhere? Doesn't matter if you're home or out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She does it more with me though. She only really does it with me. She doesn't really pull this shit with anyone else.
Yeah, and not with Dad. Definitely not with Dad.
She does do a little bit with Dad, but not as much as me.
Yeah.
Like, she's a creature of habit, right? Again, like with Nick, she likes things done in a certain way. So if I don't change her after her bath, or if I don't put her down for bed, she'll lose her mind. I went to Costco the other day in the evening. I didn't have time to put her down. I was like, Nick, you do it. I'm going Costco. Apparently, she lost her head for an hour.
Oh, babe. Wee.
But it's bad. Like, she's very much like, Aria, will you do this? Nope. Okay, cool. All right, fine then, don't.
This is all uncharted territory for me, so I've got zero information or input. What have your parents said, like your siblings who have older kids now? What have they said about it, if anything?
You know what they say? Which is my biggest pet peeve, and I hope you guys are watching or listening.
I don't want to know what they say.
Well, you know what everyone says to me?
What?
Oh, I wonder where she gets it from. That's not my fucking problem, is it? Well, you guys should have disciplined me then properly, appropriately. How is that my fault now?
Oh, sorry,
she reminds me of someone. Oh, really? Really? I hate those comments.
And I get it. You get it from everyone.
Everyone.
All 5 siblings and
all 4 sets of parents. All 2 sets of parents. Yeah. Well, she's just like you, isn't she? Thanks, she's just like you. Who she remind me of? It's you. It's a mini Amber. Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's really, really fucking helpful. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
My older sister, because Ari is a very clingy baby, and I struggle with that a lot, in all honesty. The second one, Athena's quite independent, will do her thing, right? Maybe she's had to be, because I had them so close together, didn't I?
Yeah, I suppose that could be.
Aria is she's a koala.
Okay.
Velcro baby.
Which is adorable to a point, but it can be too much to keep you. You're ready to fight me about that. No, too much. She just won't. She won't let go.
Too much. I have really struggled actually the past sort of year, I think.
Okay.
Because I thought she was going to grow out of the clinginess a little bit. I thought when she started nursery that might kind of reduce.
Help with that.
But it's almost like when she sees me,
Mama,
she cannot see anyone else. And yes, I know I'm very lucky and it's adorable and whatever. But when you're trying to go for a shit or you're
anything, the ironing, the cooking,
I need to cook you guys food. Yeah. She's on my leg. She'll pull at my pants. She's pulled my pants down in the kitchen, man.
Yeah,
like I find that really tough, especially when Athena at her age now, she's going to be 4.
Yeah.
She wants my time and my energy, and she wants me to do things with her, and I can't because I've got Aria literally like screaming at me.
Yeah.
And
is it a sharing element thing for her? That she's really understanding that she has to share you with other people, other things. So she's also just trying to carve out her time and stamp her, I guess, her assertiveness on things.
In all honesty, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's she's not fully able to communicate with me. She's getting, obviously her communication's very good, her talking's very good.
Yeah.
But she's not able to fully communicate her needs to me. And I don't know if it's that, because I remember with Athena, when she could talk, it was magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Yeah.
But before Athena could talk, it was really tough. It was really, really tough. But yeah, it's their age now.
Yeah.
Like, separately is wonderful. I love the two. I love the only I understand what you mean, baby.
Yeah.
Only I can understand what you're asking.
Yeah.
As a 2-year-old. Only you know what Zena's really saying.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that you've got your own language.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the last things that you've got left between you and your baby.
It's just you two,
It's just you two.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's going to be able to talk and tell everyone what she wants and what she's thinking and feeling.
That's true.
And I do love that. And Athena's age, oh man, like she's 4, she's so chatty, she's hilarious. She called me bro the other day. She's like, chill, bro. I'm like, where did you? I don't even say that. Where did you learn this?
That's hilarious.
And now she's copying me on certain like, stop it, Athena. Stop it, Athena.
Oh,
like,
she doing the same?
Oh my gosh. I find it so cute. I find it so funny. But I can have a conversation with her. She's got an opinion about things.
Yeah.
She's starting to develop, you know, her own ideas, her own what she wants to do and what she believes in. I love that. Put them together, a 2 and a 4-year-old. It's carnage.
You've got the ideas person and you've got the action person. Go.
It's carnage. Right? They are. I don't know which way to go. I'm like constantly doing this.
What's hilarious is when Ari was born, I remember there were times where you were saying, nah, Rach, they're tag teaming us. Like, so it feels like they've just it's just continued. It's just now evolved now. There's just more speech attached to it.
I genuinely thought when Ari came along, she was going to be the calm to my storm. My storm being Athena. Yeah. Turns out she's the fucking eye of the storm.
Okay. Well.
Right? And yes, they were tag teaming us then, and they are tag teaming us now. They're like little, like they're in cahoots all the time. So in the morning, it's the most fucking frustrating thing of my life. In the morning.
Oh, cahoots enter the chat. I love it.
They will be like, but Athena's the worst, right? She'll say, Aria, go and get Mother's makeup, right?
No.
And Aria, go and do XYZ. And Aria will bowl off and do it. It's like Pinky in the Brain situation, yeah? Aria will bowl off and do it. Then Aria gets told off, and then I'm like, I know what Athena's doing, so I'll tell her. So I don't know which one to tell off, which one to discipline. Mm-hmm. One will blame the other one don't know is dizzy, and I'm like, it's crazy. Like, yeah.
What happened with the lip gloss this morning? You said to me.
Oh right, yeah. So my daughters, which I love, they're obsessed with makeup. They love watching me put my makeup on, and I used to watch my mum growing up, and I love that. Yeah. But don't get my fucking pink lipstick here, my MAC pink lipstick, and write on the carpet.
Yeah.
Here's a top tip, by the way.
Go on then.
To get out lipstick from carpets.
Oh, nice.
WD-40.
Really?
Yeah. You spray that, you basically let it dry, yeah?
Yeah.
Try picking it up with a knife. It just spreads. Don't worry about that shit. Just make sure that it is quite dry. Spray on some WD-40. Get a kitchen towel and just dab.
Really?
Fucking comes out, mate.
Oh, nice. I might try it. There's a current crayon drawing on my carpet. It's not lipstick, I know, but I'm still going to try it because it looks like a penis. It's a massive blue penis on the carpet, so I'm going to try that with it.
WD-40 works.
Oh, good tip. Good tip.
So they're obsessed with my makeup. So in the morning, when I'm just going to the loo, that's probably the only time they won't disturb me because they go into my room, my walk-in, and they will grab my lipstick and my makeup and whatever they can, and they'll put it on their face. Like one morning I walked in, Athena used my eyelash glue.
Yeah.
Right? Thinking it was mascara.
Oh, babes.
It was all here, it was all there, it was all there. She really tried to put mascara on.
Babes.
And put it on Aria as well. I was like,
my days.
Fucking Invisalign glue, guys.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's literally what I just thought of immediately.
What did you... I had to get like oil and just like remove it with oil. Then they put lipstick on. Yeah. Aria this morning went into my makeup bag, even though I try and put it really high. Somehow they can always get it. I don't understand that. I don't understand how they're Spider-Man. She got my lip gloss, my Dior lip gloss, and they're really... Why do they go for the expensive ones?
They're really
my favourite MAC highlighter, they fucked.
Oh, really?
They got onto my Fenty one, right?
Yeah.
I was like, and I grabbed it quickly. I was like, now, this cost me like 40 odd quid.
I know, yeah.
Like, you're not digging your nails into it. I can't... You always know when your kids have been in and there's like a tiny little nail indent.
A claw print inside it. It's like a little line that's like...
Fucking piss take.
No,
so she got my Dior lip gloss, painting her nails. What the fuck are you doing?
Painting her nails, Baba. Wild. I had this morning, Zena, again, she's now on tiptoe. She can grab stuff off any shelf now, like a tabletop. Great. A chest of drawers, even to be more specific. She got my Pat McGrath quad, like an eyeshadow palette, and she just went, just on her cheek, on her forehead, and as you saw her this morning, this is like hours since. Yeah. She's still glistening. She still has the glittery.
Oh, I thought it was
fluorescent, bluey.
It's quite nice. What one is it? Send me the link.
Oh, send me the link. Yeah. It's a gorgeous palette. I was like, okay. She does enjoy playing with makeup because that's also what I'm using. So it's a thing that we do together. Cool. I know Max is having like palpitations because of it, but c'est la vie. But I have to be careful because obviously if I'm doing my eyeliner, so is she. And just like, don't poke yourself in the eye. Oh, poke yourself. Okay. So all them little things you have to be so mindful of. But yeah, you've got two and they can reach things now. And
they can reach everything.
Tag team situ. So
they 100% tag team me.
Are there any dad things that they like touching? What do guys use? Moisturizers, aftershave, shavers, razors?
No, his glasses. Okay. His vintage Ray-Bans. Okay. For some reason, they are obsessed with them, and it's the one thing that he really, really treasures.
And they will go after it
every time.
Yeah. So
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah. I mean, my stuff's more fun though, really, isn't it?
I get it. You get to play. There's colours. It's sticky. It's soft. There's so much to do with makeup-y bits.
Yeah.
It's just the cleanup afterwards that's heartbreaking, and also just the cost of them all because it all adds up, innit? Like the average makeup collection that any woman will own is a grand, couple of grand. You're getting up there because it's super pricey. If on average something is like 37 to 40 pounds, you stack that up.
Yep.
So then to have someone kind of like, bam, bam, bam. It's like, that was how much that's just gone down.
I know.
Okay, great.
I know, and you feel sick.
It's like, yeah. So not looking forward to that phase because it's going to happen. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, babe.
Yeah, so am I. I am, but I'm not because I love these things. And I think it's super cute when they try and put lipstick on and it goes like up their nose and whatever. Yeah. I think it's adorable. I take all the pics. I'm like, it's fine. But I think if they catch you as a mum in a bad moment, if you're having like a bit of a stressy minute, like all hell can break loose.
Yeah, no, I can see that happening. And
all hell breaks loose.
And you've just got to understand how you're going to catch yourself or fix that moment if you do find yourself having lost your shit at what's just happened. So I guess that's the new space to kind of really navigate where you have to be on being mindful, or however you choose to express yourself. You just need to understand how you're doing that and the impact it's going to have on your little person, and how they're going to learn from it, and then how they're going to behave should they be faced with that situation again. And that's difficult. I can't imagine my mom having that time to have this as a thought process. Maybe she did, and maybe it came out in the right way, or it didn't. But that's hard, and you've got 2 little people to manage that with as well.
I mean, I remember. Tell you a story here.
Go on then. Story time.
I think it must have been about 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing my mum shave her legs for the first time.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Hi, Mum. Right?
Yeah.
And so I decided that night I was going to do it.
I'm going to shave my legs.
So I shaved one leg.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember it was this one because I still got the fucking scars on my leg. I must have obviously been kept on going. Kept on going.
Shit.
So you know the bone at the front of your
on your shin. Yeah,
on your shin, right? I must have cut it like tuck, 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 but it was a few.
Yeah.
I only ended up doing half of one leg, by the way. Considering, obviously, I'm Indian.
Yeah.
I've like dark. Well, I mean, obviously, I know it's blonde now, but I have dark hair.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very obvious that I've shaved my leg. Right? I don't know what I was expecting because I was only 9, but I was scared to obviously tell my mum that I'd shaved my legs.
Yeah.
And then also that I'd cut myself. So I just went downstairs. I was like, Mum, look, I think I've cut myself on my leg. She's like, how'd you do that? I was like, I don't know.
Oh.
She was like, have you shaved your legs?
Oh, okay, so she knew instantly.
So I think it's you see your parents do things, don't you? You see, like, and you just want to copy them. You just want to copy them. And that's all you want to do. Yeah. Like Ari is now obsessed with painting her nails, which is lovely. You know, because she's seen me doing it. Yeah. And I love that part. I love that part of having girls. But yeah, the tantrums are, and the other little bits.
That's difficult. Do you think it's at a point where you need to see someone about it or speak to someone about it?
As a therapist.
I don't know. I guess, what do you call them now? A behavioural
Oh, well, the kids?
Yeah. The tantrumy bits?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'd be interested to see, like, when Aria can fully talk and fully express herself.
And see if this
see if this continues to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that anger side of things and her being able just losing it completely and not being able to kind of recover from that quick enough.
That's tricky.
It is tricky. Like, she'll work herself up and then she'll go all of that kind of breathing. Yeah. And
that's nice. How are you finding being a mother of 2 in this stage as well? Like, yes, we could talk about the jokes and the tantrums and whatever else, but how are you as a person? How are you finding this space of being? You've now been doing it. As you said, you had Ari quite close to Athena being just coming out of one They're now here fully in the swing of it all. You're now creating and managing and growing and building your business. Your partner's also working. You've got other life milestones and things happening and coming to happen, etc. How are you finding motherhood now under this whole new phase of life, I guess?
I'm finding it hard.
Yeah.
Finding it hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of joy in it, as in, like, there's certain little nuggets and things that we can kind of all do together now.
Yeah.
Like, I'll often put the music on and we'll all dance together. Yeah. We'll be silly and we'll play games or whatever. But generally, as a whole, I am finding it hard.
Hard on your mental, would you say?
I think physically, actually.
Okay.
They're going through a phase where, like, they're in their own room now. They've got their own beds. Aria's been climbing out of her cot. She was climbing out of her cot, so I had to put her in toddler bed.
Okay.
I had to, otherwise she would have hurt herself.
Yeah.
So I had to do that quite quickly, and before she was 2, I had to do that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So they've almost kind of reverted back a little bit.
Okay.
Do you know that stage where they don't fucking sleep?
Yes.
Sleep through. And that is really, really tough when you've got strong-willed kids as well. Like, I'm up 2, 3, 4 times a night.
Oh, wow, yeah?
Yeah. I've gone back. There was a time in between.
Okay.
I was like, we've got our evenings back. I've got my night back. I can sleep for a solid 6 hours, 5 hours without being interrupted. Nope. Now it's every 2 hours.
Wow.
And they've got a habit of coming into our bedroom and coming into our bed. That's 4 of us in a bed.
Yeah.
And my girls
Which
have got
is hella cute. But
yeah. Well, when you're literally on the edge.
On the edge, sorry.
Because my husband takes up half the fucking bed, right? So I'm only left with half and 2 kids.
So you're not even left with half. You're left with a slither. A sliver of a bed.
Because they're taking up 2/3 of it. So what have I got left? 1/3 of a fucking half.
Yeah.
I can't even do the maths on that.
I get it.
Like it's and they've got a lot of hair and the hair's on my face. And like, I've got a lot of hair. And it's hot. And then there's legs and arms and everything everywhere. And then like Ramneek won't move. I'm trying to move him. I can't move it. I can't stand it.
So obviously extra large king size bed or whatever isn't required. But anyway, keep going.
No, it's not required because I don't want them in the beds.
I get it.
Like I love that. I don't mind coming in at 5. Come in at 5, then we can have a snuggle, lovely, jubbly.
Not how they work,
but no, it's like I've gone backwards. And so honestly, for the past 2 weeks, I have been up. I've not slept like more than 3 hours without being interrupted, and that is well hard. Going back to that when you've had a little taster of
the freedom,
the sweet
you've come
life.
out the other side, isn't it? Like
you think, I've
made it.
I've made it. Yeah. Like I remember the first night putting the girls into their bedroom. Aria and Athena were both getting up. I swear to God, I was up for about 3 hours in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I must have walked them back to their room. I kid you not, Rach, about 60 times.
Oh my God.
After the first hour, I thought, I'm just going to give up, just come in bed with me. But I thought, no, I've invested an hour. Yeah. I'm in this now. And so I'd done that for a good few days. It took a little bit of time, but I got there. And I was like, they're in their beds.
Got it.
And now I don't know what the fuck's happened.
I can't even try and put like a super pseudo psychology explanation to it. It's a new game. Sorry, babe. And like useful. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've got no idea. But it is really lovely at their ages to see their little personalities.
No, of course. And every stage has its challenges, right? So, I get that. I'm glad that there's still joy and there's still light.
Oh, yeah, of course. But
attached to it for sure.
It's really hard. I'm finding it really hard. Yeah.
And you said physically. So are you just slower than you used to be? Or things that new backaches? Bro, my back be doing back things. So one person said to me, it was a guest on the podcast actually, Uche, she was like, Stretch, you have got to find time somehow to make sure you are stretching. And I was like, okay, right, I get it. So gotta find a way to take care of yourself. I know I'm putting more things on your plate, but
I really wanted to start my days, and I'm a little bit envious of people who have slow mornings.
Got you.
You know, a nice slow morning.
Wake up, have a stretch, uninterrupted.
Like, wake up before. You know what? I have every intention of waking up at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Every intention. Set my alarm. Everything.
Yeah.
Right. And then I can go downstairs. I'm gonna do yoga for half an hour.
Nice.
Then I can get the girls up, get them ready. Blah, blah. That would be my ideal.
Yeah.
But because they haven't fucking slept the whole night, I'm trying to catch up. And then in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, it's 7:30. Like, you're supposed to be in nursery in the next 10 minutes. And then no one's brushing their teeth. It's fucking madness. People, like, kids are crying. I'm crying. Ramneek's shouting, screaming, like, what the fuck's going on? It's a madhouse. It's a fucking madhouse, right? Yeah. I would love to be able to just have and start my day just a little bit calm. So I look at people and think, how do you do that?
Just this. It is, I guess, waking up earlier. It's understanding where you're gonna carve your time. And I know, as you say, 6 o'clock is your goal. However, with the sleep challenges that you're facing right now, that's impossible to meet right now. So either it's a case of finding your calm at a different time. That would be the only suggestion I can give. So the morning maybe manic, but then okay, you're gonna have time mid-morning or afternoon where you can do the yoga, do the stuff, so recenter yourself then, and then take that energy into the end of the day. But I realize that you're going to wake up and it's going to be manic again. So you are either going to have to do the calm earlier. I don't know if you're buying anything of what I'm saying right now. It doesn't look like you are. No. That's no, babes, no. So it's like, then do you know what? Maybe the yoga is happening at 11 o'clock at night so that you can go to sleep, or whatever sleep you have will hopefully be peaceful, even if it's just an hour, 45 minutes, 2.5 hours, whatever. So at least you've got that calm from the end of the day. You've wound down completely, and you're like, okay, you're back at neutral, wherever you need to be. and then you start your night shift essentially like that and take it through.
This is what I'm finding, that lately I've been struggling to get my neutral in the evening and then carry that neutrality through to the next day. Because they're they are so full on as well, and I don't know what's going on with their schedule. I don't really know what's happening. I'm taking the shit from the day before into the next day. So whereas before I could almost wipe the slate clean at night.
Hear that?
Right? And just take my couple of hours to myself or whatever, chill. Okay, today was a bit of a shitty day. It's fine. Yeah. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah. And then the next day, just kind of tackle that. But what's happening is I'm taking yesterday into today. And I know what that is. It's sleep. Yeah. Because last night, I got 7 hours sleep. Because my mum took my kids.
Mama did it, yeah.
Right? And I got an uninterrupted night's sleep. And today I'm feeling fresh as fuck. I'm feeling so fresh. So it all comes down to sleep.
So you basically need your mum in your pocket with you the whole time, if we can. Mum, are you around to do that? Can you just come everywhere all the time, potentially?
I think she's trying to piss off that she's done it.
Damn it. Which is also a very fair response. I can respect that. Yeah. Putting that aside, do you need some naps in the day?
I can't nap during the day.
You've never been able to, have you, though?
I feel sick when I wake up from a nap. It takes me about 45 minutes trying to fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
For me to fall asleep and then wake up and feel like shit. I can't do it. Once I'm up, I'm up. Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Like I feel, and you know that feeling that you get when you get off a plane? When you were younger and you used to get off a plane, you just feel a bit sick. Like a bit, whatever. Yeah. That's what I feel when I've had a nap. And I envy people that can sleep really quickly. Like Ramneek, he'll go up for a nap and he'll be asleep within 5 minutes. I'm like, how did you do that?
You don't want to see what Max does then. Max can be talking to you and then, wait, have you just fallen asleep? And then you'd be like, oh, sorry.
Really?
Max is, he's instant sleep guy. Instantly. The thing is, I love a nap. Oh my gosh, I love a nap, especially an unexpected nap. You're like, whoa, what? That just happened. It's amazing. I can sleep. I'm not too bad, whatever. Max is the fastest sleeper I've ever come across in life. In all my years on this earth. Phenomenal. I never seen nothing like it. Mid-conversation. Did you just tap out? Gone. Fully gone. Or like when me and Zena have been up for a little while and I finally got it down, thing, whatever else, and he'll come in and then... When did you get to reach REM in the space of like 3 minutes? Like he is gone. So I'll see what tips he might have for you on how to get there quicker. Oh, no. I genuinely don't know. But if sleep is the thing that is what's needed, yeah.
But I like sleeping at night. I like that routine. Get that, but I like waking up at a nice time and then going to sleep. There are certain things that I won't like. I don't give a shit what's going on around me. I'm not giving this up, like my morning coffee. Yeah. I refuse. I see so many like posts and mums that say, oh yeah, my tea's gone cold again. And I drank a cold cup of tea. I drank a cold cup of coffee. Like, why'd you do that? No.
Not me.
No. Because I'm not going to be good to anyone if I don't have my hot coffee in the morning. So, like I said, the girls can be the house can be upside down on its arse. And I'll be sat there with my coffee, just drinking it, zoning the fuck out.
That's hilarious.
So maybe that's my meditation.
Maybe, but coffee can only take you so far. I mean, I'm sure you saw that post where I had coffee that one time and it was only like a blimmin' like mocha. And I was buzzing. And I was like, I don't know how people do this. You have what, 2 cups of coffee? And I said, listen to me. I said I had a mocha. Mm-hmm. That's chocolate powder and some sort of coffee. And I was still on another planet. So I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. But so if caffeine can't save the day every single time, we got to find a new sleep structure for you, babe. Yeah. Something. Still sleep at night, obviously. That's your jam. But we need something.
I'll be back again to let you know if I find any tips and tricks on how to navigate this.
That space for sure.
But yeah, I mean, we've got Christmas coming up now, so that only means one thing:
baking and your anxiety around it. Has it gotten any better? I did see the video that you sent me. So for those who don't know, Amber is a phenomenal mum in so many different ways on so many different things. But there's one thing that she wants to master, and that is baking.
I don't want to master it. I don't want to master it. I told you I didn't want to master it.
But it feels like you do because it drives you nuts.
No, I've accepted I'm not fucking good at it.
although you have accepted that you're not good at baking, you still bake from time to time with your little ones.
Fucking have
fun?
to. Because they find it fun. But no, it's not fun. Like, Ramanique will literally walk in and be like, why are you baking? This is not fun for any of you. No one is having fun here.
But you always do. And you try.
You give some good gusto.
You give the gusto, you have the utensils, the measuring implements that you need, but it never quite goes to plan. So, Christmas, have we got some gingerbread cookies?
I'm going to attempt a gingerbread house this year.
A house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with icing?
Yeah. And gems and everything. But I'm going to make the gingerbread house myself.
Okay.
See, I hate it, right? But I'm excited about potentially doing this.
The joy that you have right now is immense.
But I feel like I can barely make gingerbread men.
It's true.
Because I get it wrong every time. But I'm going to attempt a house this year.
Well, I'm excited for you.
So and I'll let you know how it goes.
I know. I'm trying to think if I'll have you on an ep to know how it's transpired.
Maybe I could do a bit of a live.
Or that'd be cool.
Send you some videos or something.
Oh, no, please. That'd be dope.
I'd do like a vlog on...
watching the process.
How not to make a gingerbread house with your kids.
But you might get it this time. You might.
No, not going to happen. No, but no, I'll keep you updated.
All right, well, then, I guess on that note...
Peace and love to you all. Stay strong, mamas. You got it. We fucking got this.